Hello everybody, my name is Steven and welcome back to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. I believe we are in episode 8, otherwise known as To Minmus Part 2, yes. We are in our flight towards Minmus. Actually, we already got to Minmus and we already did our circularization burn. Now we are just floating around the planet in a hopefully circular-ish orbit. And we are preparing to land on it so we can collect that scientific goodies that we've been searching for. That sentence made very little sense. Confused me. Sometimes I literally overthink my voice acting, and I'm just sitting here looking at my microphone going, what am I supposed to say? This is really strange. Because, you know, it's like you're just here in this empty room, and I know that you can hear me because... I mean, because you're listening to it, and it's really kind of freaky once you think about the whole thing, but you just kind of got to get used to it, and you kind of got to live with it. So generally what I try to do to counteract this effect is I just talk about blatantly random things, and what's going on the screen, like how much this craft is really kind of interesting in the fact that it is partially fuel efficient, but can probably blow up at any moment because it is being flown by Barfred Kerman. And I don't think we trust Barfred Kerman with all that much, because, I mean, just look at his name, Barfred. Not that I like to discriminate against names or anything, but just saying that that's probably not the top of the Kerbal class names system. I'm just having an issue with where we're going to land, because in relation to the sun, I believe we are mostly tidally locked, so we may actually want to land on the Apoap side that we are on now, because... we are a very high inclination. Like, we are way up there. I think we're over 45 degrees, somewhere around maybe 50? Maybe 60? Yeah, it's quite high. Well, yeah, it's a bit more, maybe 50. 50, 55 degrees, and it's pretty insane. So, let's see if we can cut down our velocity and how much it will take. It will not take much, because Minmus is very small, and using our... orbital mechanics techniques, we should be able to totally get this down to a really close angle. If we were landing on the ice caps, or more like the ice lakes of Minmus, this would be much easier because the surface is flat, but we're probably going to end up landing on the mountainy portion because, you know, game just hates me, so why not? 5 hours is how long we're going to have to move around the planet until we can begin doing our descent down to the surface, and Barfred's looking really excited right about now. Yes, are you excited? I know I'm excited, Barfred. You got this down, man. You can do this for Kerbal Society. Don't end up like Jeb, a splat on the ground at the runway that will be forever remembered on a very strange continent, which has a pilot who has not yet returned. Yeah, don't exactly know what's going on. I guess he's just taking a very long temporary vacation, and I hope he will return. I hope he will return. There's no promises that he will ever return, but we can always just say, you know, it would be nice if he did, because it would be nice if he did. Sometimes Kerbals, they want to leave the space program for some reason. It makes no sense. Who would ever want to leave as perfect of a space program as this? We have a near perfect track record for pilots. We've launched like 5, 6 missions, and we only have what, 2 astronauts missing in action? 3 are technically missing in action, because Tompley decided to just never come back. But, you know, he's Tompley. He can do whatever he wants, I guess. Oh gosh, my English is starting to totally get kind of freaky right now. And we overburned it. Now we're just going to hit the side of the planet. Yay! How exciting. I know Mr. Fox out there in the audience is totally thinking right now that... this is the way we should definitely do the landing, because it'll be more exciting, and there will be more splattered Kerbals. And apparently more splattered Kerbals means more goodness in the view department, and more in the public relations of I'm doing my job very well. I don't really consider this to be a job. It's a really fun hobby. A really fun hobby. I get to talk to a lot of people. I get to talk to you guys. You guys are amazing. I guess I'm just taking a whole episode out here just to talk about the whole recording process. Now let's start over from the beginning. The first thing you do is you load up the game, and the second thing you do is you plug in the microphone. The third thing you do is you plug in Fraps. Or not plug in Fraps, you start up Fraps, so it will detect the fact the microphone exists. The next thing you do is you adjust the tripod so that the microphone will properly reach close to your mouth, but not too far away, that you can hear things properly. Which also requires the use of Audacity. And then you have to, I guess, just hit your record button. And then you have to make up words, and you have to say them in a way that's interesting, which can attract the attention of viewers within the first 30 seconds. And it's almost surprising how much I actually know about this. I've been doing it for like a year. Wow. It's been so awesome to be doing this for a year. Okay, we are getting down pretty low to Minmus. Barfred's looking pretty excited. We just passed, I believe, Periaps, so let's kind of get down on our thrust. It should not take too much to totally cancel out. We're only going 200 meters per second here. I think I actually completely underestimated the amount of fuel I originally had, because I definitely have way more fuel than I thought I did. I'm just kind of going to let us float down to the surface, just because it's going to be easier if we get down lower before we kind of kill out all of our velocity. Okay. And now that looks like we're on like a death roll. Let's get a little bit more vertical, as they say. Okay. Woo. Okay, whoop, 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 okay. So we are almost going vertical. We're just almost, okay, yeah, we're pretty much vertical now. So now we are pretty much in a death fall towards Kerbal. Yes, it's like a challenge, it's like an arena. Barfred versus, actually this isn't Kerbal, this is Minmus, okay? And again, let's turn on the lights. Okay. These lights are always a pretty good indicator of how close we are to the surface of the planet. Usually we are pretty close to the surface of the planet, and man, we have a lot of fuel on this thing. Okay, and getting quite close. Getting quite close. I think touchdown's gonna be pretty soon. Touchdown's gonna be pretty soon. Okay. 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 Ooh, coming in. Coming in, and the Eagle has landed. Yes, indeed. Contact light. The Eagle has landed. We have all 4 suspension legs on the ground. Wrong button. That could have ended in disaster. Thankfully, though, it did not. No. Okay, anyway. Let's begin our scientific journey out to Minmus. Let's do ourselves a mystery group containment study. See how much we can get out of that. 50 science. That's going to be exciting. Crew report. Let's take a crew report. 25 science from Minmus's lowlands. Okay, we'll keep that data. Let us take a science junior study. It's going to be 200? 125. Well, I might have been overestimating. A little bit. A lot. Possibly a lot. I really want my science. Log the temperature. 40 science. Yes. Recorded temperature data from the environment. Collected and recorded temperature data from the environment. Maybe I should use my robot voice to describe things more often. Robot voice. I have a robot voice. And we're also going to test out jump heights for our own personal test to see what we can do here on Kerbal, and if I actually needed a ladder or not, because I'm not convinced I needed a ladder. Taking steps is really quite difficult on Minmus. Okay, and oh yes, we definitely did not need a ladder on this mission. I am now glad I did not bring one, because our jumping height is insane. I think it's just more useful to use the jetpack just to maneuver yourself around Minmus. Okay, so let's get ourselves into a good position. Yeah, maybe like right, kind of like here-ish. Yeah, okay, and okay, turn on your lights. No, you probably don't need those on. And let's get some publicity shots. Actually, we should probably move a bit forward if we want to do publicity shots. Okay, just kind of jump into the air and move back. Whoa, that might be a little bit too far into the air and a little bit too far back. Okay, yep, and this is going to be the official publicity shot. Okay, plant ourselves a flag on this great moon. And we've claimed it for the backwards dodge them all. Okay, site name. To Minmus. Yes, we have gone to Minmus. With great honor comes great respectability. Respectability. Yes, okay, yeah, because generally people who are honored are respected a lot, and we totally planted this flag in the wrong spot because it is backwards, but as long as you guys can read backwards text, you'll probably be okay with this Dodge Them All logo, which does definitely not look backwards at all, nor does the back of my Kerbal's head look backwards. Again, I just referred to a Kerbal as a planet. If you notice these small indiscrepancies, totally post them in the comments. Very interesting to learn about the way I speak my English. Yes, I cannot writ. I cannot writ. Definitely not. We need to take an EVA report from the surface. 40 science. So keep that data, and let's take a surface sample. 150 science in that. Wow, that's actually quite impressive that there is that much science in that. We're also going to look around and see if we can fly anywhere else and collect a little bit more data, because we could always take a surface sample from another part of Minmus, and that would definitely kind of boost up what we can do. Because right now we have quite a bit of science aboard this thing. I'm going to say maybe 400, maybe 300 or 400 aboard. Let's see if there's any other places we could potentially visit. We could go to this Icelands area that would require us flying northeast. Yeah, I think so. Again, I don't want to screw it up, so since we have so much fuel, I think we are just going to go for that. Let's quick save right now, and we will prepare ourselves to take off. I believe I actually need to go into the direction we are pointed. It should take us where we need to go, right? If I just zoom out like way far away, I will definitely be able to see for myself if I think I am pointed in the right direction. And indeed, I am not. A little bit confused on that one. Which way do I need to go? I need to go wherever that way is? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah? No? No, yeah. No, I need to go the opposite direction. I need to go this way. Which way do I need to go? I need to go... Yeah, north. South. North? North. I do need to go north. Okay, I don't know. I'm always confused. Okay, let's just fly into the air. We can do this. Come on, we're taking off. Taking off. Taking off in a direction. Nothing more fun to do in Kerbal Space Program. Okay, now that we have that in the air, let's maneuver ourselves into a accurate position, and let's try not to crash. And, whoa. Stop spending so much Delta V on things, game. You're totally overcomplicating this. Okay, and we're just gonna try to burn in that general direction. Yeah, where is actually our opposite node here? It is here, I believe. I believe it's here. This should be the direction we need to go, which is kind of what I totally screwed up on the first time. Okay, and we'll see if this is... Holy crap, that changed our direction way better than I thought it would. Okay, and now all we need to do is we just need to go out on our basically axis, and whoa, maneuver nodes ahoy. Maneuver nodes ahoy. No, we need to go to Apple Apps, and we need to plot out how far we are going to be going and what direction it will need to be done in. Actually, I think if I just burn this direction right now, it should totally get us where I need to go, without using nearly as much Delta V, which would be great, because the earlier you do something in a mission stage, the easier it is to accomplish overall. Okay, right there. I think that should be good. We're only going 150 meters per second, and we should be fall back, and we still have way too much fuel. So this is looking good. Looking very good. Alright, we're already almost 7 kilometers away from where we had originally landed, and we'll be able to collect a whole bunch more science now. Not that through the use of like any scientific tools or anything, but we will be able to collect it via methods like EVA reports and other useful things. Okay, this is looking like where we're going to be coming down is right here. I might have overshot this. No, I didn't overshoot it. It's just that the planet moved. The moon moved. The moon moved, and it made me confused, and I probably should have calculated for that, but I did not, so we'll just, we'll burn early, I guess. Slow down our, sideways velocity. Okay, sideways velocity. Definitely some very technical terms are being used right now. Sideways velocity. Totally understand me. Definitely. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the ground. Let's turn on our light system, so we will just kind of actually know how far away we are. Coming in at a good 70 meters per second. We should be down there very soon. Coming in quite fast. Just don't shoot until you see the whites of their eyes. You know, that's what they always say, right? Definitely. Okay, 14, about 1 kilometer up. Now, let's begin burning, because we do not want to crash into the planet, obviously. Or moon. I keep calling it a planet for some reason. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. And now we are basically just floating 368 meters above the surface of the planet. Okay, let's alt time warp this up. Be a little bit faster. Come on, game. Okay, and I think we are coming in for our final stop burn. Even if we hit the ground at this speed, I think we should pretty much actually be okay. Because, you know, it's still pretty darn slow. And our velocity does not increase that much. And yeah, just the gravity is really low on this planet. Moon! It's a moon! Star, it's a moon! Star, it is a moon. Steve, moon. Okay, we just landed on this moon. Not a planet or a star. Whatever that guy was saying it was. Not any of those things. Getting really confused. Let's EVA and get this temperature report. Take the data, and we'll store it back in so we can run another temperature scan. If we'd like the temperature, look, that's another 40 science right there. I'll keep that data. I don't think I did an EVA report while flying over Minmus's surface. Let's do that now. Yes, just above. 32 science report that I totally skipped out. We will plant an additional flag here. You know, let's see, plant flag. How many flags did it take along on these missions? Must be a lot. The whole thing's probably full of flags. These flags probably cost a fortune. And what should we name this one? Minmus Landing 2. Oop, need a space there. For a space, okay. And we will call this... what's this guy's name? What's this Kerbal's name? I actually forgot it. It's Bilfred. Bilfred? Burfred. Bilfred? Beerfled. Burfred. Beerfred? Burlfriend. Burfred. Kerman completed his second... Whoa, what's going on with my English here? Completed his second landing aboard the Minmus lander to collect scientific data. ATA. Collecting data, ATA cables. I spelled scientific wrong. I spelled it with a D. Scientific data. Data. Oh my gosh, I spelled that without a D again. Where are my letters going? Scientific D. A. T. A. It's like making my D disappear. I don't know. Let's read it and see if it... Yeah, it put the D in. Okay, Burfred. Did I get your name right, Burfred? No! Oh, I didn't. It's Barfred. Barfred. About similar enough. Let's do a surface sample. Can we do a surface sample? We need to do... Have we already taken a surface sample? Take a surface sample, please. 150 science from the Great Flats. Okay, we've already done an EVA report. We'll have to come back out and do an additional EVA report. Just so we can get our full amount of science. Whoa, why aren't you going up? It's because shift and not space is the up key. I've been playing too much Space Engineers recently. Actually, I haven't been playing much of anything recently. I've just been watching a little bit of Orange is the New Black and just living life. I guess you could say doing AP work, living the dream, living the American dream, thinking about the future, writing. I've been writing a lot of stuff. Holy crap. I don't think I've written as much stuff in my life as I have in the past few weeks. EVA report, 40 science. Look at that. Okay, and by coming here, we've collected an additional almost 200 science. So you can definitely thank Barford when we get those really fancy engines. Ooh, like nuclear and stuff. Okay, so let's get off of this rock because I don't want to have to come back. So we're going to need to go this way. Okay. And goodbye, Minmus. Actually, let's do a quick save before we leave. Goodbye, Minmus. Never want to have to come back to this Ranshak place. Wasn't that good to begin with. Wasn't that good when we left. We didn't really improve upon it. At least not in a way which I see fit. That's pretty, actually not that high up. Really does not take much to get into orbit around Minmus. Okay, and we'll just go up to 20, and we literally are in like almost an orbit halfway around the planet. So, yeah, that does not take much. We'll have to figure out our return trajectory as well, which will not be difficult, because this is Minmus. I mean, come on, it's Minmus. Your biggest risk when you leave Minmus is that you'll accidentally leave Kerbin's sphere of influence, and because then it will take forever to get back. As we showed in the couple episodes ago, when I tried going high out into the atmosphere. Actually, no, I'm not correct when I said that Barford was the one who got farthest away, because actually Jebediah had gone farther out of Kerbin. than Barfred did. He actually left Kerbin's sphere of influence altogether. But he came back and then he died, so we don't bring that up that much. It's not a really big thing, you know. No Kerbals really kind of discuss that in their spare time. They're not like, hey, you hear about Jebediah dying? And Barfred's like, nope, I have no idea what you're talking about. Government jobs pay very well, though. Especially in the Kerbal Space Program, where, like, monopoly is apparently taking place. Some sort of oligarchy with a family that has complete control over a planet's economic budget. I guess. Really kind of actually strange if you think about it that much. It's like a communist family running a country of irresponsibility. I know. Really, really strange. Okay, that's not the direction that we're gonna need to go, and I think this might be it. Is this it? Is this it? Tell me if this is it. Does it get better than that? I don't think it gets much better than that. Yeah. Gets from disappearing. So yes, let's just do as much as we need to do to get out of this dump, and then we can take it back. It's only gonna take 70 meters per second. And we have more than 70 things of fuel on us, so you should be just dandy. Just insanely dandy. That would be assuming we get 1 meter per second out of a liter of fuel, which is highly inaccurate, if you ask me. Okay, I'm gonna take some water while we time accelerate. Sorry if I'm coughing or something, it's just my voice today. I don't know what it is. Indeed, I have no idea what it is, but I guess it sounds more gravelly whenever I have problems with my throat. So, you know, maybe it was my science teacher who did this to me because he looked awfully sick. My chemistry teacher strikes again, I guess. Yeah. If I come down with a cold, I am definitely going to blame him because he probably touched a door handle or something that I touched. I have no idea how we would have come into contact, considering he has no... I don't know, he did touch those dum-dums today. I'm starting to feel more suspicious than ever before. Okay, let's get out of the atmosphere. Not out of the atmosphere, out of this thing's orbit, this dump planet. Moon! It's a moon! Star, Steve, moon, it's a moon. And let's schedule our return back to Kerbin. Without touching the moon, because the moon likes to be touched. Not in the way you guys are thinking either. Okay, come on, come on. No, let me control this. No, game, calm down, game. I know how possessive you get at times, game. This is not the time to be possessive. This is the time to cooperate. Okay, so now we have that toggled on. We can just pull it back until we get down to where we need to go. About maybe 35. We should be good. 30. Sure, A-okay. 175. Yep, we are definitely going to make it back. If we don't make it back, then I guess we'd have to be attacked by a space kraken. Or some other sort of alien space creature. 31 days is actually a very considerable amount of time that we have to wait to return back to the planet. I guess we might actually have to go around the whole orbit first before we can come back. Yeah, we will. Which is fine, I guess. We should see about putting maybe some orbital satellites around, just for the sake of it. Whoa, we just cut that a little bit short, but that should probably not be okay. So let's just burn. Burning retrograde. Burning retrograde. Burning retrograde. Okay, let's get this a little bit more fine-tuned now. 350, 320, 200. And that's probably around 100, or now colliding with the planets. Not sure which yet. Let's come on. Move up, screen. Move up. Move to a little bit more visible of an area. Okay, there we go. 140 and 30. 1, 8, okay, 38, 34, 32. That should be good. If that atmosphere does not catch us at that speed, I guess the atmosphere turned into some gas. That's a really bad joke, actually. Anyway, let's find our way back to Kerbin. There's Kerbin. And we're going to come in, hopefully, much more happily than we did before. We didn't even have to ditch these fuel tanks. I didn't touch this fuel tank the whole time. And yet, we still have fuel left over. Just shows how amazing this game is. Oh, crap. Yep, I totally overplanned this mission. We had too much fuel, I will admit. But that's a good thing, you know? We still have our landing gear. I think I might actually ditch those because I don't think the parachutes will be able to handle them without completely ripping off the science module, which is, I will remind you, 125 science. That's not exactly something you just want to lose. Now, let's see. We're going to come in over water or land. Ooh. Probably water. Possibly land. Depends on how much we use to slow down right now. Actually, using our fuel to slow down might be the most sane option I have presented all day. So let's get deeper into the atmosphere until we are actually starting to slow down. And then we will begin our burn, because that's, I think, when we will be most efficiently using our fuel. Okay. We can do this. We can totally get onto the land if we try. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, game. I know we can do this. Come on, game. You know you want to land me, game. You know you want to land me. I know I'm definitely should not be burning in this direction, but it's about the only useful skill I have right about now. Come on, game. Come on, game. Come on, don't play this game with me. Okay, yeah, we definitely will land on land. I am more than assured of it. Okay, let's ditch these fuel tanks because they are highly unnecessary. If we can just pull around the other direction, game, and just kind of ignore the fact that G-forces are... and aerodynamic forces are completely taking us over. Cut the engine thrust and get rid of those things. Okay. There we go. We are now prepped to land. We are now prepped to land. Coming down over the land. That extra bit of fuel we had actually saved us from landing in the water, which could have ended in a complete and utter disaster. You never know. You never know these types of things. And I think that'll be us coming in down. Getting quite close down. Let's fire our parachutes sometime around here. Actually, wow, this is going to decouple us. I don't know, maybe we could keep that fuel. Let's try to keep this fuel. Actually, we can just move this whole stage over. And get rid of that one. And then fire parachutes. Okay. If we could keep this bottom stage, that would actually be a little bit of money we could get back on this, you know? Cash back. That's what they always say, right? You get 5% cash back when you fly Kerbal Space Program, because we... like saving your credits and then spending them on other things. And technically, there's only one group of people even living on this planet, so what the heck? Okay, that was those things that were totally crashing and exploding. Okay, so we saved the engine from utter destruction. Now let's see if we can save it from being crashed into a cacti. Or a cactus. Cacti would be plural. Good gosh, Steve, what are you doing today? Gonna get yourself totally kicked out of writing stuff. Yeah, trust me, my actual writing is much more suitably tensized. I don't think I can say any words today with a straight face. Okay, and okay, let's no. Okay, everything survived. I don't like it when they fall over like that. I need to build more flat spacecraft. They'd probably work a little bit better. So Barfred, let's take you back into the Space Center to recover your vessel. Where have you been? You have been around Minmus. You have been all over the place, Barfred. And you have collected us more science than any Kerbal. Well, yes, you've probably collected more science than any Kerbal ever before. 801 science was collected. Let's see, how much did we actually get? Recovery from the vessel was 37 science on its own. But the highest return was the surface samples from both the lowlands and the Great Flats, and we can go back for a whole bunch more science because there is so much science to be earned aboard the moon and Minmus. But we also need to be getting back. How much did we actually earn from the fuel that we got back? It was 94 funds. Great. Yeah, really great there. We saved a whole ton of money by keeping that with us. Yeah, the fuel tank was 446. And Barford Kerman is available for new missions now. Total reputation 853. Yep. Done. So did we meet the requirements of exploring Minmus? Yes, we apparently did. Good for us. Yes, contract complete. You've successfully explored Minmus. Yay, we did it, and we now have some more money to blow on planes. But more importantly, we need to check out our science, because this will be the last thing we touch. Actually, we'll save that till next episode. If you guys want to have your say in how we should spend our science, maybe on another fancy new plane that we can blow the crap out of, or something more useful like advanced electronics or exploration or landing, post in the comments below. If you like this episode, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.